Good morning, good morning.
Morning, bro. Good morning, chat.
Loving, loving that green screen behind you.
Oh, you like it? You live in the baggy eyes too, dude. My camera quality has like looks clear as
Too good.
fuck. Is it look good?
It's like too good of a quality.
It's it's like it's too good. It's concerning, bro.
A little
Well,
bit.
I look fucking tired, man. Chat. Good morning, Booze. Good morning, bro.
Good morning, my guy.
Dude, it's another Saturday morning. Another early pod, and a lot of good things to talk about. I'm actually
A
really
lot of
excited
good
for
things.
this. I'm actually really
I'm excited
excited.
for this every week, bro. Every week.
It's a great thing because me and you get to connect every week to talk about one things going on in our lives, and
Yeah.
and two dumb shit that a lot of people like to talk about.
Bro, let's talk about in 2 months you're gonna be a dad.
I am gonna be a dad, bro. I finally joined the club. Actually,
That's
yeah, the wife's 30 weeks now, bro. That's a
30 weeks.
that's a big deal. That's a big deal. You get it? Because she's getting fucking big, bro. She's getting big, bro. Did I have a couple new things, and I'm sure that you can relate, bro. I have
Wow.
to help her put her shoes on now,
Yep.
put her socks on. I cook every day, like when she gets home from lunch or from home from work.
Yeah, yeah.
Dinner's ready and lunch is ready. It's just like I'm a whole new man.
That's
Um,
cute, bro.
I mean, bro, I mean, you can tell, like, because she's always hungry. So instead of me
Of
going,
course.
"What do you want to eat?" No, it's done already. Sit, take a seat. You know. So I'm just glad to do it for her, but no,
Yeah.
she's taking pregnancy pretty well. She's not getting morning sickness, knocking on wood, which I'm really happy about. Yeah,
I
she hasn't
mean, we
had any.
usually only get it in like the first trimester, so
So
after that you should.
the only thing that she has really problems with is one, her she's getting really tired a lot now, and
Yeah.
then back hurting.
Oh yeah, there's a freaking human body sticking out of her belly.
And fair. And the next thing that a big you could hopefully you can relate to is the fucking foot cramps.
A foot cramps.
She get like these random cramps in the middle of the night. She's like, oh. I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? I'm like
Oh,
massaging
in
her
the
foot.
middle. Oh shit, like a muscle spasm
Yeah,
type.
yeah, but on the bottom of her foot. I don't know why.
Ouch.
You know that little arc, like your arc on your foot? You get that little
Yeah,
cramp, like right there. And she's like struggling, screaming. I'm like,
that's
oh,
crazy.
oh shit.
Is it
Uh,
because it's probably because she's like walking around with that thing all day and then
I guess, but that's
dude,
something
that's
that she
crazy.
definitely has to deal with. And then my son moves like crazy, bro. Like literally all the fucking time. Like literally, the guy it feels like the guy's like a fucking alien trying to get out.
He is an alien trying to get out,
But
bro.
it's a little scary, bro, because when we're trying to do certain activities or in general, I'm like, oh, there he is. Uh,
Do you talk to him? Do you talk to him and calm
bro,
him down?
I talk to him almost every day. Sometimes he'll
Like, look
respond to
here,
me.
kid. Yeah, look here, kid.
I would tell him like hello funny stuff. So I actually talked to him about you and your family. So I was like, all right.
No way.
I was like this, all right, son. So again, chat. I'm talking to my son here, okay? So I'm literally talking to my son in the
Your wife will
in
tell
the
me.
belly, and I was
Yeah.
like, hey, so a couple things like, hey, you're gonna be a little slayer when you grow up, right? But I'm gonna teach you a couple things. And I literally said to him, I told him like, hey, there's a couple girls that that you're gonna meet in the future. They're gonna be a little older than you. One, we got Luna, which is Adam's kid. Like she's like a little bee, right? She's kind of like very attitude-ish. So you gotta be able to care for her. But we're gonna teach you how to get that. Then we also got Kimberly. But I was just a little older than that though. But you gotta be careful though because Uncle Daddy's crazy. So we gotta make sure that we get in there the right way. Say your game, say your piece. You're like the best friend. But you're gonna have to,
Beautiful.
but you're gonna have to treat it with respect, though. So you got to treat it with respect. If you're gonna commit to it, you gotta fully commit to it. I was teaching him things like that.
That's
Trying to get him ready. So you gotta better tell your daughter. It's like, hey, there's gonna be this little rugrat coming in a couple years.
it's funny talking about like friends, kids, and stuff like that. When, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Come on, bro.
It's gonna
You
be such
know,
a funny topic.
as much as you're telling your son like, watch out for Uncle Daddy, bro, it's auntie that's gonna fucking murder him,
Oh, that's
bro.
actually true. That's
And
actually true.
she has no issues kicking a child. she'll kick him in the chest.
So basically, the key is to get auntie to be on his
Win
side.
the win the auntie, you win the family, bro. Honestly.
Huh.
Second comment, bro. Fucking. Did I ever tell you when we lived in San Diego, we lived by the Sullivans.
Yeah, I knew you were going to this because they have a daughter.
They have a daughter, and pretty much the same age as my oldest son. And we got actually close when we lived in San Diego. I used to babysit her all the time, and vice versa. We would drop the kids off at their place. Now, one time I was watching her, so it was just me. The wife was at work, and my oldest son goes to the bathroom, and she's like, "Uncle, uncle." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I have a crush on somebody."
Shut
I
the
was,
hell up.
I was like, "What?" And this was like what 16,
So
16.
she would
So
be 6.
he was 6.
Okay.
Yeah, they were 6. And I was like excited, young. I was like, who is it? Is it someone at school? Like, what's his name? And then she goes, he's in the bathroom right now. What the fuck? But I was so caught off guard because we watched her grow up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And then
totally.
like her and my oldest son, like they sing like the Pokemon theme song together, and like what the hell? It was just so funny. She's a little dude. She's 6. Come on, man.
Now
Like
she's
she's a tiny.
13 now.
I know she's a tiny human, bro. She's like, and I was just so caught off guard, and I didn't want to laugh in her face, and I was
Why
just
why would
like,
you laugh at her face? It's love.
bro, she's 6,
And
bro. Like,
but I know, but it's cute as
they
hell
just
though.
stopped wearing diapers. I know it, and I was just like,
That is kind of
I was
cute
like,
though.
oh, I was like, oh, that's cute. She don't tell him, Uncle. I was like, all right, no, your secret is safe with me
Don't
because my son
worry.
wouldn't. My son wouldn't know what the fuck to do with that information anyway.
Okay,
So,
hold on. Let me see here. How does he look? Is there anything new updated? Oh, he has.
what?
I'm trying to figure out like, um, oh, I haven't talked to Sullivan in like
In
10
a while.
years.
We still talk to each other. Like, well, very seldomly, but like we FaceTime them not that long ago. Their son is a freaking. They have a son now,
Yeah,
and he's
they have 3 kids
he's
now,
young.
right?
Yeah, and he man, he's a performer, bro. Like I haven't seen him since he was like in diapers, and then we were FaceTiming, and he was just like, "Uncle, let me show you my song," and he just like he was just like singing and dancing, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh,
And their oldest, she's an adult. It's so weird, like talking to even my son, bro. He's turning 13 this year.
your son's turning 13, bro. That's a big deal.
13, like in 11 days. Like in 11 days, he's gonna be a teenager. Like what the fuck? Like it's fucking blowing my mind, bro.
Bro, when I saw him at the baby shower, like one, how tall he was and how like mature he's getting, like in terms of just like being a teenager, bro. It's that's a like me. I'm having a newborn, and that's a whole thing in my mind. You having a fucking teenager trying
It's
to
so weird.
understand himself as a man and kind of like taking everything in the world. Oh, that's a whole nother world for me, in my
It's so
opinion.
it's so weird, bro. And like there's like little things that you're gonna find yourself. So as a dad, right? One of the things that you're gonna do all the time is you're gonna repeat yourself all the time. Like told you to wash your dish. Told you to wash your dish after you eat. Wash your dish. Told you to wash your dish. And then like there's gonna be a stage of like when they're young, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. And then there's a stage
Oh,
of excuse. There's a stage of excuses, right? And it's just like, oh, I was gonna do it after I picked my nose, or oh, I was gonna do it after I ran around the block 7 times. Like all these fucking random excuses as to why they didn't do it until you mention it, and that shit pisses me off. And then my soon to be 13-year-old, man, he just washed all the dishes in the sink last night,
he did?
and like no one said shit to him. Like we didn't say anything, and he was just. I was playing with the baby, and then like we had the TV. So our Fridays are our wind down days, right? Like in the work week,
Yeah,
at the
relax.
school, we
Yeah.
usually just like leave everything in the fucking sink, whatever, and fuck, we'll do it on Saturday morning. And man, we look up and we're just like, "What you doing, bro? Like you standing up there for hell long?" and he washed all the dishes, and I was just like, wow, like
You were
that's
proud.
is that like what teenagers do? Like they just
No,
start doing shit on their own.
we didn't do any of that shit.
I did actually. No, I didn't. No,
Hey,
I
wait,
didn't do
we're talking
that.
about hand washing it or dishwash, like put in a
No,
dishwasher.
we don't use the dishwasher. Fuck the dishwasher. Okay,
You
look,
you
listen.
say
We'll pay
pour
the water bill.
water.
We'll pay the water bill. Fuck it. We don't care. Okay, we're gonna pay for it anyway. Okay.
Dude, I'm actually thank you for telling me that. I'm actually more proud of him for take the initiative. Like, I know the right thing to do. And being an adult, I want to wash the fucking dishes. That's a big deal, bro.
It's, it's so funny. We talk about shit like we talk about being parents all the time, and
That was a parent
like
moment.
you and I, and so my wife was like, she works from home, and the kids had a random like day off from school. Like I don't know why the fuck the school always just gives them random days off. Like we don't find out until like the Friday prior to that Monday that they're off. And so
Okay.
my wife was like, we're gonna make them think, and we you and I always talk about like their future, like what are they gonna be?
Yeah.
Your son's gonna be a player, like whatever.
Yeah.
And they like using the word like engineer because they found out that an engineer is hella broad. You know what I mean? Like that I'm gonna be an engineer. And we're just like, well, do you know what that is? And they're
Hmm.
just like, yeah, who builds shit? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they're not wrong, but we've been slowly like, what type of engineer? Like, what kind of engineer do you want to be? Like, there's different kinds. They do different things. They get paid substantially different.
Oh yeah.
And so they were off on Monday, and my wife like made the three older boys, who is one, my youngest son is now 8, which is fucking crazy. 8, 11, and 12, right?
Jesus
And so
Christ.
she wanted them to like do research. Like they don't want to be on tablets, they want to be on screens. Like go fucking do some research, right? And my oldest son and my middle son, they picked, I think it was like electrical engineer or something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And my 8-year-old, he got so stressed out that he started crying.
It was like a huge life decision he had to make right away.
Yeah, and it was funny, but like we felt like, all right, bro, like we're just trying to give you like ideas. Like there's so many things. It's just like, oh my god, that's what adults feel like and just don't do.
100%. I think some
That's how
adults
we
are still
feel.
dealing with that now.
Oh, for real. And it's just like it's so funny seeing these like adult emotions come out of a little child. It's
I
just,
don't know what I want to do with
bro,
my life yet.
we we get it. We get it. You're doing it right.
Now you know how I feel. This is what a midlife crisis is, son.
That's what it is, bro. Like that's what it is.
Hey, that
So
idea was
it's
really good,
funny.
bro. That's a really good idea. Like, engineers are like what everyone's striving for today. They used to be like doctors and stuff like that. But in reality, dude, engineers make shitload of money.
Oh,
Depending
they
on what,
do.
what field. Like if your son chose a computer engineer, that'd be a huge deal.
I think my middle son wants computer engineering because he wants to like build games and shit. My older son, he likes to build things, so he said like electrical. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But he can create all the power grids for the country. I don't fucking know, bro. They can do
It's
something.
crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
even
gonna
know,
I'm
bro. I
gonna
don't even
I'm gonna
know.
do
Do you
that
do
too.
you know like hella types of engineers and shit? I don't
All
know.
I know is civil engineer, which is ones who makes roads and bridges. Like they make all that
That's
stuff.
cool.
And then computer engineers, people that do computer stuff. I know they because Rod, my big bro in our fraternity, he's a computer engineer.
For
So
PlayStation,
yeah,
right?
but yeah, exactly. So I think they build like programs or build computers. I don't know, or specific like, new specs, whatever. Like and
That's
then
pretty sick.
and then electrical
That's pretty
engineer.
sick.
We just talked about that already. I, I I'm sure there's others, bro. But those are three I know of because of people I know who do it. But
Yeah.
that's like a lot of schooling. That's like 7 years or some shit like that. I heard.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Who's gonna pay for that? Who's
yeah.
gonna pay for
Not us.
that?
Not us. Um,
Fucking man. Oh
but
yeah, but that's been like my recent shit.
hey, bro. I mean, we're both going
So nice.
through a lot of changes, and I'm actually excited. Lambo, what's up, buddy? Good morning.
Glad good morning.
Um, I want to talk about so yesterday. I want to talk about this chat. I don't know if you guys heard about it, right? If you follow the hip hop scene, and this happened in 1996, where Tupac Shakur, one of the most iconic hip hop rappers, was killed in Las Vegas. And I remember this very vividly because How old was I?
10?
10 years old. So I remember vividly, but in high school I grew up listening to him. Um, and dude, they arrested his killer supposedly a couple days ago, and I
That's
was
so
like,
crazy.
"What the hell?" And this was like a mystery for like 30 years, bro. I don't know if you remember like growing up, they're like, "Oh, Tupac is still alive. He's coming back like in the 7 year like Illuminati theme." Like, it was like a huge deal back for us for when I was growing up.
And what's crazy is that they kept seeing him everywhere.
Yeah, there's like, oh
Like
yeah,
in like
there's
Vegas
like
and
a
like
Tupac sighting, right? Like there's a Tupac sighting.
yeah.
But Tupac, dude, like I used to I enjoyed his music a lot back then. It was, I mean, to be fair, it was very violent, but at the same time, like there were some songs that were pretty like, oh, I can, I can rock with
Brenda's
it.
song Brenda's song was always the
Brenda's
one that was just
Brenda's
like
got a
that
baby.
shit
That shit was always fire. But then
that shit was
as I
hard.
got older, I started listening to it, like, oh shit, that's real.
Dude, his shit have you watched like any of his old interviews?
Yeah, bro, that guy is like,
Like he's a fucking prophet, dog.
oh,
Like
bro, like the way he speaks, and he was like 25, 24, like when he like those interviews were airing. Like bro. When I was 25 and 24 years old, I was an idiot most of the time. You know, this guy was just
yeah.
speaking facts and like,
Oh yeah. You know, it's crazy because he was like this wild person, and then you get him to talk about a subject, and it was just like, oh shit, like what all
yeah,
that information?
yeah. And then his diss track hit him up. It's like iconic for me because he was just roasting everybody on that hip diss track.
Everyone,
But
everybody.
bro, 30 years later they found the guy, and if I don't know if anybody ever like read up on the story, like if you look at it, supposedly this guy wrote a book about like
No,
where
how he did it?
yeah how like not how he did it, but basically he's the one who supplied the gun. So I guess he ran a gang called the Ghost Town Crips or something like that in Las Vegas or something, and basically he was the one who kind of like ordered the hit, saying, "Hey, it's let's pop him," and he supplied the gun. Supposedly, though, this guy wrote a book, and then in his book, which was detrimental to the investigation, he's the one who supplied the gun that shot Tupac in the fucking book. And there's like
That's
new.
what he put in his fucking book.
That's what I heard, bro. Like what?
Oh fuck!
Like what? Uh,
What?
uh supposedly, yeah, supposedly the guy, the trigger man who killed Tupac, supposedly his name was Orlando Anderson, and he got in a fight with Tupac and his crew the date that night. He got beat or whatever, and then that was the nephew of the guy who got arrested. But supposedly he's the one. The uncle was the one who ordered it. Said, "Hey, let's because of what happened, let's pop him." And then, but the
Uh,
nephew was killed a year later. You know, gang wars, whatever. And then, yeah, supposedly in two.
well, all right.
Have you seen some of the stuff? It's kind of interesting, right?
It is. It is. And all right. So I'm gonna tie in. I'm gonna tie in some of our old shows to this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is like borderline political. I don't think it is, but like I feel like it could be aliens. I don't know if it's political or not. It could be fucking aliens, bro. But I feel like shit like this happens every time something real is happening. And I know. Hold on, let me get into this. It's like a conspiracy theory or something. It's a theory of mine, right?
I'm waiting.
So I'll do this for example, right? Yesterday, or was it 4 days ago? 4 days ago, we had to take the family car to dinner, right? Or 3 days ago for Carter's birthday. And we're out of gas. We had to stop at a gas station. The wife works from home. I drive a Tesla, so we haven't been to a gas station in a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? $6.54 a gallon. The fuck? Like, how the fuck did it get to
Wait,
$6.54 a gallon? 59 cents a
for
gallon
regular? Oh, that's probably Supreme, right?
for regular, dog.
What city?
Six 6:59. We were in Tracy, the Valley. Dog. It was the Valley, bro. And it wasn't like one right off the freeway. It was like one where you had to like drive through the back roads to get to, and it was a Chevron. But we were just like, what the
What?
fuck? 6:59. And so like we got home, and I was just like, I wanted to Google. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna research why the fuck gas is so high, right? Obviously, work got in the way, kids got in the way. Boom, Tupac Shakur's killer. like, like it's a distraction, bro. And obviously, I'm not the only one in the world. I'm
Ah,
not saying I'm the only one in the world, but like, I feel like shit like this happens all the time. And I don't want to bring up like school shootings and mass shootings and stuff like that. But if you Google like current events that occur or are occurring around mass shootings or media driven shootings, there's always something underlying in the background. And then fucking boom, something happens and like the world's fucking attention like is off of it.
that is an actually very interesting perspective.
And I don't want to like go. I had like a list, but I'm not gonna bring out the list because I feel like that's like too much. Like, you guys are gonna realize how fucking how crazy I am. But like, there are some things that were like happening like right before the Vegas shooting. Right, that Vegas shooting was
Oh,
big.
the concert shooting, right?
The concert shooting, like there was some shit going on like in the world, and then boom, like that overtook everything. Right, on the news, the media, social media, everything was like no one gave a shit about anything else going on in the world. And I feel like when shit like that happens, like a power play somewhere is happening,
Oh
right?
shit.
And like,
Because the media outlets right now, you think about it, they're all privately owned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly. They're driven by somebody. Somebody, hey, I want you guys to push this or to push that. And what's crazy and what's sad, and I'm not obviously Tupac's killer is big deal to us because we grew up in that generation. We knew who he was and stuff like that. But like that's the type of news that's coming out because of like who's on social media now, right? It's us, the millennials,
yeah.
right? We're from the ages, what the fuck is a millennial? Like 20 to 40 or some shit like that. And it's just like the shootings, bro. Like we got numb to them. Like look how fast that shooting in the school shooting where the cops actually took down the shooter. Like how fast that was like glanced over. Like I don't even know like where that was. I forget where it was. But like the video where they showed the cam of the guy, like the cops like going in and like how fast they took down that active shooter.
Yeah.
Like how many people died? No one knows. Because fucking it got glanced over because we got us as like regular people, we got used to seeing fucking shooting victims.
All the time.
And
It's the
we're
norm.
we're we're like we got numb. Like we got numb to it. Right? And it was just like I don't know, bro. That's like my conspiracy theories. Don't
That
cancel me.
chat. That's
FBI, FBI. You don't have to bug my phones. I don't do anything with this information at all.
it's okay. I'll make it safe for you. I think our country's fucked in many ways. So I think that's a really crazy theory because honestly, the media can really controls the narrative. They really do.
They really do.
And I don't watch it anymore because it's so biased and it's so like focused on specific things where they I feel like the news is not really the news anymore. It's more of a controlling factor for the masses.
So sure, Lambo, you're right. They don't need to bug me. They already bugged us.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Lambo says 349 in Wisconsin, bro. And
That's
and I think that's higher than your normal average, right,
is it.
Lambo?
I was gonna say, is that high for you?
Like, what is a normal like average? Like, what's normal for us in like Cali now? Like 4?
I dude, growing up it was like
Bro, growing up,
two,
I remember I was like 8 years old and it was like 98 cents.
289. Yeah, $1.98. Like fuck, and now 6.59. I told the wife, I was like, let's just throw one of the kids in the trunk of the Tesla. Like, let's not drive the other car ever again.
Because you guys have two. You have a family sized car and then a Tesla.
Yeah, we have the Honda Pilot and then we have our Tesla.
Shit.
So
I
I
looked
don't
at
know, bro.
and I looked at
That's
Costco.
just crazy.
You know, Costco has the cheaper prices, right? And
What is it now?
I looked at Costco. It's $5.99 for premium, and it's like
Fine.
five, and that's crazy for Costco, bro.
That's insane for Costco.
Lambo says, "Hell, back in
80
the
cents.
80 cents a gallon." That's crazy. I mean, inflation over the years, right? It's always going to impact like the amount, like everything is, because 80 cents back in the day, but people were getting paid less, technically, like right, if you really think
True.
about it. But still, that's nuts.
That is nuts.
That is
That is
nuts.
nuts. What
And
caused it? What caused the gas price increase?
so again, Lambo can correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, I was reading up a bit, and then basically they were saying that there is shortages in production of fossil fuels or the crude oil that's being, I guess, sent out by the like gas companies and internationally. So like Russia's holding production, and then Saudi Arabia is holding production, which impacts us.
Damn. So now supply and demand, you gotta fucking pay.
Yeah. Okay, but shit. If I was like, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I'm a Saudi Arabian prince, right? I own like X% of the oil wells in the world or something, and I'd be like, you know what? I want a new Lambo. Let's hold production for a little bit. Get some demand up. They can control world. They can control the world, bro. Kind of way that way, right?
The world, bro. Like it's scary
The
too, because
military runs
like
on gasoline. The like our national like way of life is held by like driving your cars. Like
it's nuts.
it's
It's so crazy.
it's crazy, bro. If
My son,
U.S.
my son, my son asked me, was it a couple days ago? He said it was kind of random, bro. He was just like, why is there a war? Like, how did war start? And I was just like, that's a deep ass question. And my wife looked at me and she was just like, yeah, what was the first war? You're a history buff, right? Like you're a history nerd,
Yeah,
bro. You
the
like you know
first
all
war.
that shit.
Bro, I'm sure there's a war like happened in the beginning, like before time, like bro.
Mm,
But
I had to explain to him about England and fucking like why they even decided to take a boat over to America because they didn't want to ride horses all the way to Asia for spices, and he was just like, okay, so it's for like land and money and power.
it's always gonna be about land, money, and power, bro. Or vendetta.
I was like, yeah.
Bro, it was crazy. World War One. World War One's from 1914 to 1918, supposedly, right? But there were so many countries involved. It was crazy because it was started based off one guy getting killed. So like
One,
imagine like the prime minister or like let's say the leader of a country. I think it was Austria at the time. He was killed right by like this paramilitary group, a group that's like an activist group, and he killed him.
yeah,
And then because he got killed, the country like went to war with the other country, and then everybody had allies back then. There was like all these treaties, like if we get attacked, you get attacked, and then fucking all of a sudden we had a
yeah,
giant world war, bro. It was all
yeah.
about that, and that's what started it. But a lot of times people after the war ended, people got a bunch of land, like oh we won, we
Oh
get
yeah.
this part, we get this part. It's all about expansion, money, and power, bro. That's what it really comes down to.
All right, sorry. What started the war question? My wife, I get home from work, literally just open the door. My wife was like, aliens. They exist, right?
Oh
It
God,
was just
heard the
hella
kids were
random.
having a debate, huh?
They were, and she was saying that like some astronaut or somebody found another like star and another planet from that star that could be habitable by people.
Wait, what?
And so like you know how every star is a sun,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
totally.
Like
The
every
one
it's under
the
their
sun in
sun.
our sky is a star, technically.
Yeah. And fucking there's obviously there's planets like orbiting
Yeah.
those stars. And somebody I forgot I think NASA put it out that they felt like they found like another like habitable planet close that's orbiting a star. And she was like, she got me with like, if that's true, like yes, there are aliens out there and they're the ones who probably come to Earth, come here. And I was like, nah, like there's no way. Because if that planet is like our planet, that means there's people on it like us that are killing their fucking planet.
100%. It's the same shit. It's instead of Earth, it's called Birth, or some shit,
Yeah. And if we haven't found the shit, like if we're running out of fossil fuel driving our cars, they're running out of their shit. Like they're not gonna fucking build a
Nah,
spaceship
they come over
to
here.
fly 100 million years just to come say what's up and fucking give us a pyramid and shit. Like
Give us
no
a
one's gonna do
pyramid,
that.
bro. Really? Here's a bunch of rocks. Build it.
This is what I did when I was young. Here you go.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
Because supposedly
that's what started the war question, and that's what started. Yeah,
so
suppose.
supposedly, bro, because the reason why there's life on Earth is because the distance Earth is from our star,
from the sun.
right?
Right.
Because it's like perfectly positioned and orbiting to a point where life can live on. Because the sun has like all these like radioactive rays and shit, right? But if it's
Yeah.
but because the planet is placed at such a specific spot, it's like perfect in a way, I guess. So,
Yeah.
bro, there could be another fucking Earth.
There is. I mean, there has to be. But look how
So,
many stars are in
so
the
you're
sky.
saying there's aliens like us?
So I think there's two different. Whenever like she comes at me like with that question, there's two different. I think she's recording two different aliens because like the way that she pictures aliens
Like
is
ET?
like they're coming here. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
aliens have come here, and like, and do I think there's other planets out there? There has to be.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because if stars are suns, and there's going to be someone else like us, but they're not coming over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So do you? The
just
question
like
is, do you believe in other life on planets?
I think there is. Not
Oh
not like
shit!
not our orbiting planets.
No, no, no,
Like
no, no,
not on Mars, not on
no, no,
Jupiter,
no.
not on
But
Pluto,
like in
but
different
like
galaxies.
yeah.
Oh shit! So you?
And I think that's a different question, right? Like, do you believe other galaxies exist? That should be the question. Like, yeah, I believe other galaxies. But if I do, I think like fucking Marvin the Martian is gonna come out of Mars and come say what's up. No, like
Oh
I
no,
don't.
no,
That's
no,
not.
no. That's already
Yeah.
proven. It's fact. I think like there's no other life. I heard that there's supposed to be like evidence of life used to be on those planets, but those are all theories. But
But it takes 180 days of like nonstop like fucking space jet fuel to get to Mars.
that's crazy, bro.
Like that's crazy, bro. Like
That's the
how the
years
fuck
of getting there.
exactly? So like, dude, there's no aliens that come here because they're on their planet, fucking
They're chilling,
waiting for the next Tupac killer to get arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro. Can you imagine though, bro? Like the we probably won't. It probably won't happen in our lifetime, but a few hundred years from now, there's to be like we made contact with another planet.
do you
Like,
really think so? Do you
bro,
really think
that
we can
would
get
be
that in, man?
that would be crazy, bro. That would be
That would
so,
be crazy.
that would be crazy. I mean, there's no. I bet you those clubs are probably popping off over there on those planets. Like, we gotta check those out. You know?
Oh my god. No, it's not Lambo, is it?
Wait, what? Aliens are
Alien
inside the
is
moon. It's hollow. Look it up. Hold on.
duh.
The moon
I'm gonna start.
is
Oh,
hollow.
snap. No, it's not. Is it really?
Wait, what?
Oh man. Oh man. I feel like this is gonna be one of those things.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you. Okay, real quick.
Okay.
This is kind of blowing me away right now. Oh man, I gotta. How findings from the Apollo missions led to the hollow moon conspiracy theory. Wait,
Oh god.
I have to join to read this article?
Ancient astronaut theorists raise new theories surrounding how solid the moon really
Oh,
is.
a study published in Geo blah blah blah, confirms the existence of a large open lava tube in the Marias Hills region of the moon, which could be used to protect astronauts from hazardous conditions on the surface. No one has ever been on the moon longer than 3 days, largely because spacesuits alone can't shield astronauts from its elements. Extreme temperature variation, radiation, blah blah blah. David's picture 7. Hold on. There's nothing here about it yet. Bro, if
Yeah, I don't
you're telling me that there's an underground civilization in the moon,
know. No way. No way. Ancient aliens, the Hollywood theory. Check it out. God damn it. I'm gonna tell my wife about that. She's gonna like fucking go all over it. Does you ever talk to you about shit like this? Like, is this like
this is interesting, bro.
in your conversations?
Me and my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife doesn't really talk about that kind of stuff. She just wants to know what to eat for later. What's for dinner. Like that's what she cares about. Wait, there's actually real like theories about this.
Oh no. I don't want to transition too hard, but do you watch The Love Is Blind on
I
Netflix?
watched the first season, but I haven't watched anything else after that.
You haven't watched anything else, bro? Like that is reality TV, bro.
No, oh my god, bro, dude, that shit is so weird. Like, hi, I'm 24 years old, and I'm really I'm looking. It's time for me to find love. I'm like,
They're
what?
not 20. Dude, there's a bunch of 30-year-olds, bro, like mid-age motherfuckers like us.
I'm
They're
I'm
just like tired.
I'm just tired of being heartbroken, and I just turned 19 tomorrow, and it just no, like what? I know it is interesting. Don't get me wrong, it is super interesting, and I honestly think it's hilarious, bro, when they're like all in love without seeing each other, and then when they see each other, like, oh, oh,
And this happened several times. And
oh,
so, like, the reason why, like, me and my wife find it interesting, we're talking about it. We're like, why do we fucking think this is so interesting? We watched all the seasons, like everything. It's because, like, they're fucking. I think we, as like society, we want things like right away, like hella
yeah,
fast.
yeah,
Like we
totally,
can't wait. We can't wait anymore, right? And so that relationship, like the whole thing and the positive experiment, it's like a 6-year relationship in like 6
yeah,
weeks.
exactly,
Like,
which is crazy, bro. Um,
no, Malibu has an underwater alien base. I'm taking all these notes
what is
actually right
going
now. Like,
on with
well,
the world?
I swear to God, I wanna look at all this
Hold on,
stuff up, and I'm
I
gonna tell
gotta,
my wife about it.
I gotta look at this real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna look at what booze is all about. Chat. I
Oh,
know,
it's like,
I know Lambo doesn't watch any of this, but I just need to see, like,
watch it, bro. It's so funny.
right here, hold on, let me play it.
I just want to be
It's
loved
so they're
Look
unconditionally.
at,
literally in there for only 2
bro, look
weeks.
at,
I just want
I
to be
just want to
loved
be loved unconditionally.
unconditionally.
I'm always gonna think about you for the rest of my life.
Women are getting territorial.
This is
When
this is
you
the season
love
that I'm on right now.
somebody,
That
you
we're on.
don't just leave without telling
Do
them
you like
anything.
reality TV? It's
What?
like one of the things that me and her we just get to like talk shit about and just like
Literally, the guy goes, "If you love somebody, you wouldn't walk out without saying anything, bro. You guys just fucking met 2 weeks ago."
Welcome to Love is Blind.
what's
up, what's up?
I could be finding my wife here.
When are you gonna
I
propose
could be
to me?
finding. When are you gonna propose to me?
Pounding, but it's not in a bad
Bro, they
way.
proposed in like in 10 days.
Just
Like how long
burp.
they're in there?
I
They're in the
did.
pause for 10
That
days.
that is so you, bro. That is so you. Right here. Feel that?
What?
The guy
Just
burped.
burp.
Did you just burp?
I did.
I
Was that
did.
a good one? Was that a good one? My biggest insecurity? I got a bald ass head.
My
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
he
like me.
didn't make it.
past
He didn't make
sound
it on the
like
show.
8,000 walking red flags.
Letting somebody in is really scary.
Will you marry me?
Oh, that's it.
Bro, the guy literally got on one knee and without seeing things. Okay, honestly, honest truth. I'm asking you guys too. Would you ever propose to someone without seeing them?
It matters, bro. It matters. I'm not gonna lie.
Personality
It matters.
100% matters. All right,
100%.
but looks, I honestly, this is just me. Okay, you guys can. Thank you. Expo 440 says something. Okay.
Yeah.
Attraction is also a
Agree.
big thing for me too. I gotta be attracted to the person I'm marrying.
Yeah.
Like, yes, personality can definitely make someone much more lovely, but I don't know if I could do it, bro. I don't know if I could do it.
For real, because people be catfishing.
That is true, bro. I couldn't
That's
do
hella
it.
funny.
So
You know what's funny though? Like our generation developed and pretty much went to market with dating apps.
Oh,
Dating apps
for sure.
and that was fully based off of fucking instant messenger chat rooms.
yeah,
Like that whole thing was ASL, right? ASL, age sex location. And people were talking like bullshit, like without seeing each other, and then fucking all of a sudden, we want to see a face, you know what I mean? And then fucking dating apps existed. So
I'm gonna tell you
it's
something. I've actually did something. Oh, again, this is way back when where I met some. Because back in the day, we met somebody on the internet, right? Through
what'd you do?
my.
What'd you do? Don't beat around the bush. Don't beat around the bush with me.
I did it. I did this with a couple girls, right? Basically, and Expo 440 though. So basically, well, first one of them, right? There's this girl I met like through like I forgot it was like I think it was AIM or something. I don't know how do you meet people on AIM anyway. I forgot how you did that.
It was like you had to go in the chat room, and then they'll say like age, sex, location, like where you from, and
Yeah, and so basically, I met
turns
this,
out they're down the street and shit.
well, basically, there was a girl in San Diego, right? She was just some random girl and then and I solely talked to her because her profile picture was cute. I remember She was laying on her stomach. Her hands were like this. Super cute Asian chick. I was like, oh, damn, she's cute. Whatever. So we're talking for like a month, bro. My dumbass drives to San Diego with
What?
a one road trip by myself. I didn't tell my parents, and I think I was 17 years old, and I drove to San
In high
Diego.
school?
Yeah,
You were in high school?
yeah, and I drove to meet her. And bro, that was an 8 hour drive, and I guess like we got hella close, and like her friends heck liked me, like it was like a whole thing. Fucking like get there, bro. She did not look exactly what I thought she was gonna look like. I was like, oh, she's kind of bigger than I thought.
You got catfish?
No, no, her face was still cute. It was the angle the picture was taken. It didn't.
The angles. I know all about that, bro.
I was like, oh, so bro, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here, bro? And it was, bro.
So you still smashed her, right?
So I did it, bro. I did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So we went to we went to a movie. We went to dinner, and I was like, I need to get fucking back home. And again, I didn't tell my parents I was gone, right? So I didn't really have a lot of money in high school. She gave me a bunch of cash to help me get back home. Like, here's some gas money. I was like, oh, thank you. I never hit her back up, bro. She was like in love, bro. Like she was like super about it. And she
What
was
a
like,
dick.
I was like the sweetest guy. I think we kissed once or some shit like that. But like, bro, it sucks to say because she had an amazing personality, but I wasn't attracted to her.
Yeah.
And that's
'Cause it matters.
unfortunate. It matters. Like in my opinion, it matters. If people can say that I'm horrible, but like I don't know. I just can't do it.
It super matters. It super matters. Were you able to like talk to her though, like when you were out there, or was it just like
No. We had
too much?
we had a full conversation. I mean, me, bro. I could pull a conversation on my ass. So I'm not worried about it.
I know.
But it didn't seem awkward. But I think the excuse I used was that it was so far also. And again, long distance is another thing that you have to like. I give people a ton of respect for handle distance relationships, especially the ones where you don't see the person much.
Oh yeah.
And then the second one I did it also, and then my Expo 440 was a witness to this. Basically, I met another girl on the internet. I drove down there, did my thing.
Where? Down where?
It was like Merced. Was it Merced or some shit like that? Wasn't
That's
that?
how before.
Yeah. By we get a hotel room, or it was like a place that they
Oh,
stayed at.
he went with you?
Yeah, because he smashed the other one. We were young though. I was like 20, and he was like 18, or if anything. It was years ago. But Expo, how old were you? You were young. I think he lost his virginity that day. Yeah, we were at their family house.
Dude, you guys are horrible. You can't get their family involved.
14?
She raped you.
I think she was older than him.
She raped you.
Wow. No, I think she was under 18 though back then because he was in high school. But so I did the cousin, and he did the other cousin.
You got your cousin raped, bro. Damn.
But I met her on the internet, and I guess for me, after I did that, and like she wasn't, I don't know, the internet was off. This was when Zanga was out.
With Zanga, damn.
And I found her Zanga page, and we had conversations, and it led to another, and then all of a sudden I was her boyfriend. And I didn't want to be, and then I changed my number. And I remember to this day, I got a private call from someone, and I picked up. The person was crying. They said, "I said my red line," and I just hung up. That was it. After that, horrible. I feel so horrible. But the internet, it matters.
Can we find her? Can we find her and bring her on the show? We'd like to do an apology show. We should just bring on a girl, like from each of our past, like one at a time, and we'll just apologize. just find them, and then we'll just like slowly bring them all like one by one.
Who would you bring? First letter.
Who would I bring?
It can't be S. No, God no.
No. No.
But that would be a good episode.
Who would, that would not be a good episode.
Would I bring
She
A?
hates me. She
No, I
hates
would
it.
bring M.
What would you for you?
Yeah, I would
You talking
bring.
about you?
I would bring M. MW.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be a good episode.
That one would be. Would that be as bad as S?
No, it would be as bad.
No.
No, it would be bad.
Well, yeah. Well, kind of.
Well, I mean,
Kinda, bro.
if I apologized and told the whole story, it would be definitely bad. But
The
I would.
circumstances of like where she was when she met you. Was oh my god! Like, dude.
Yeah,
what
I was
the fuck?
horrible.
Okay,
This one's pretty bad.
that was bad. That was bad.
Well,
That one was bad.
in your opinion, and we actually, I'm comfortable talking about this. So, like, was it the worst part? Because I was 25, 24.
4.
No,
Time
no,
stop.
maybe 23. Maybe
No,
younger.
no, not 23.
Yeah, it was after college,
Oh yeah,
and she was
20.
like 31 at the time.
Did I have my son already? Before you? Oh, I did have him already. So yeah,
yeah.
was
You
24,
you had him
24.
already. He was like a baby.
Oh, 24. Yeah, so 24.
So, and then I
And
think
she was 31.
yeah, she was like 31. So, chat, if you could imagine.
But that's when you learn that like older women like knew what they were doing.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, to this day, still top 3. Top 3 to this day. But what? Hey, I'm asking your opinion though. What was? Because at the end of the day, it was all me. It was actually I'm gonna put some blame on the person too because you should have thought like
Oh, yeah.
I was young.
Yeah.
I was young.
Yeah.
And putting all your
she has her faults as well. But
at the end of the day,
I know how you work. You know what I'm saying, and you know you're pretty good at it.
But
So
like, what was the worst part? Was just I think the worst part of that. So chat, give you some background, okay? Basically, I met a woman who was much older than me. We worked in the same environment. I think she was my boss.
she was our boss. We worked in the same environment. She was your boss, bitch. Like, don't sugarcoat that.
But another thing about it too was she engaged?
Yes.
I think the worst part of that situation was that and I had a girlfriend too.
And the worst part of the situation was they had money down on the house.
Oh yeah, that's right. But
Bro,
and I had a girlfriend.
there was a lot going on.
And she
For
left
that.
him assuming that we would be together.
And I honestly thought that's where the story was gonna
You thought I was gonna end up with her?
end. Yeah, bro. Because there were so many intangibles in that. Like there was like your back with with your girlfriend, and then there was like her thing. So you guys were both leaving like comfortable situations, and like every time I think of it, I just think of role playing, right? So,
Yeah. Best.
and so like
Best.
that's what I really thought that like,
I told
And
you
because
about
you
that
were-
rope.
and because you because you're hella wild, right? And like I knew her because I worked there before you, right? I think I was there for like 6 months before you got there. So like I formed like a professional relationship with her, not whatever the fuck you did. And like I was cool with her. Like we went out to eat and stuff like that, and like I got to know her. She was cool. And like
super cool.
when you guys started like hooking up, I was like, oh, this is like good for him because like she's smart. She has a great job. She's our boss, and fucking like she's gonna like calm him down and like this fool won't be so fucking wild anymore. And
Freak.
again, you had your situation, she has her situation, and then we all both dropped that shit for each other. And I was like, oh shit, like all right. I mean, I don't know what happened. What happened? Well, I don't even know how it ended.
Badly, because my girlfriend at the time called her.
Oh, this is the Mead period.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Or your
Got it,
name
got it.
was a replacement. Your name was used as the cover up, as the
Yes.
but then 2 of them came
Yeah.
up at the same time. God damn.
Is that why we don't talk to each other like as much? Like we just got used to it. I didn't want you didn't want my name coming up so often on your phone.
That I don't
I'm
know.
fine.
I don't know what happened
Damn,
back
that's
then,
crazy.
but yeah, that was that was that would have been a
We
good
should
time.
definitely, we should
Do you
definitely
think?
bring her on the
Do you
show.
think? Do you think she would come on the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my
Me and
god!
her are still cool. I'm still cool with her.
Does she know about the show?
Her and Rosie, like I'm still cool with them.
Do they know? Does she know about the show?
No, I don't
Oh,
think so.
good. Delete this episode firsthand, and then we'll figure it out. Yeah, chat. What do you think? Like, do we?
Would you delete the episode? I
No,
wouldn't.
I wouldn't care.
I think we threw her some flowers,
Because
and
I
I
think
mean, we knew what happened.
she has kids now, right?
Multiple, yeah,
Good,
multiple.
good for happy. She's like 40s now for sure, like 45, 45 now or something.
But Asians don't raise them,
No,
man.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
Yeah,
So if I
she
get
look kinda
one,
young.
if we get that one, we got to get one for you. Oh, I know.
Who are you talking about? About me?
Yeah, I know.
Who?
JK.
I have nothing to apologize for that.
No,
one.
no, it's just more of the. Actually, yeah, you're right.
I know. She was super upfront. I was super upfront with her, and she knew exactly what was happening. And oh my god, like so she's in a sorority,
Yeah.
with my ex,
Yeah,
and you know how like when we do like in our frat we used to do like lock-ins.
Yeah,
and
totally.
supposed to like bring everybody closer together and stuff like that.
They had
So
a lock
I
in.
guess they had a lock-in, something like that, and they were just shooting out like random questions, and they would just have like everybody like answer the question. You know what I mean? He was young, right?
Yeah.
Like when
we were all young,
and I was on the older in college, right? Well, in the 4-year college, we were considered old, right?
Yeah, because we're transfers. Yeah.
And the question was like, how old was the oldest partner you've ever had?
That was asking their lock in.
And she was like, "When's his birthday?" and it was me. And she was like, "Yeah, I said it, and I shouldn't have said it." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, did that ever get out?
I mean, I was really good at like ducking and dodging like backlash and like.
But did it ever come out though back then? I don't think I thought it ever did.
I don't think so.
But on the other person going, what's his birthday? June.
So they were like asking. They're like coming up to me, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there was actually like questions about it.
There was, but again, like I was.
Oh my
I just
god,
kind of stuck to that. That was fucked up. That was hell fucked up. And all we did together was we just laughed about it. We laughed about it. We thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hell funny. The other one was there.
The situation, I know, which is kind of crazy.
Which is hilarious.
What's wrong with us?
Whatever. Man.
We should definitely get SB and MW on. That'd be hilarious.
Well, you know what? You know what's funny? Like, do you ever think about like your exes and just like
all the time.
What do they think of you?
Yeah, all the time.
Like, I don't.
All the time.
I don't think about it like at all.
I know it's more of like you kind of you reflect on yourself in the past, right? And you go, I wonder what they were thinking at the time when this all went down.
I guess. Yeah. Now I get what you're saying. I just don't. Like I just don't.
Now
I don't know.
nothing matters now, right? We're both very happy.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just like when we were young, it's like, why do we have all those Hennessy bottles up there for? Like why?
I just remember like after I broke up with her, like she came to my apartment with like a letter. And I was like, do I need to be sad? Like, she hand delivered a letter that she could have told me like to my face of like stuff that she figured out like after we broke up.
Like figured out like about herself, or
no, like about like because she worked at the phone company and she like pulled the phone records and she started putting stuff together. And no one would validate anything for her. I wouldn't validate. And she just like came to her own conclusions and like how I made her feel like so stupid and at the same time, I was like, you don't even know. Like, I was like, yes, there's a lot of people's numbers in there, but like, I talked to a lot of people. Like, not like intimate, but I was the president of the frat, bro. Like, I had the,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
had
I
the,
remember this.
I had the Nats calling me all the time. I had
Yeah.
the Road Dogs hitting me up all the time. Like, I had random people asking me if they can partner or collab with us all the time, and I was just like you don't have any context to like what you're looking at. You know what I mean? And I just remember like, should I be sad? And I remember, like, okay, I'll be like, it's a sad time, and so it was just like weird. But like, I never thought she said like I owed her like an apology, and so I apologized. Like, if that's if that's what she needed for clothes, I could do that for her, right? Like, I'm sorry, like,
Hold the
but
phone record.
but like at the time, right? Like at the time, like everything was good because I never mixed like the bad side of me with like the good side of me.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but like, okay, I get it. Like, you found out after the fact, and now you feel stupid for hell of years. But it's just like,
But you never admitted though.
I wasn't. Never.
But the phone record pull. Oh, that's some.
She called one of them. Did I tell you that?
Which one? Oh.
She called that one, and that one was like, "You need to talk to him."
Oh, why would you respond that way? That
dude.
dude. You
like,
you don't say it like that.
So that was bad. That one was bad. But at the same time, I was just like,
But it was already over though. It was already over, right?
Yeah. And that was over too. Like that one was over.
I give you props for that one.
Before that one was over.
I give you props for that one.
I even broken with her.
I give you props on that one though. I was like, hey, that was definitely up there. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely up there.
You're stupid.
That was definitely up there. I was like, okay. I was like, how?
I know, that was weird.
Yeah.
How did I get that?
Should we bring any of them? Should we bring any of them?
I think it'd be all bad.
It would be all bad.
It'd be hella funny for us, but we would like learn a lot, like what they felt like, and like.
I think.
No, I don't care. I don't care.
I think for me, I think NWI would actually entertain it.
I think that one, and only that one, because like she would be a professional about it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, same. I actually apologized years a while later. Like, I was young.
Yeah, I know that it ended badly, but like, she's mature, and like, I remember she hit me up like after it ended, and it was like,
you didn't tell me this.
It was just not like right after. This was like, because we reconnected. Did I tell you that I worked with her again?
What?
Yeah, bro, I worked with her again. So after Healed, we went to
IoT.
We went to Modesto, and then you went to your current situation.
You got fired.
And then Cindy hit me up for another job, and she brought me, MW, and Rosie. And
that's right.
So yeah, we reconnected, and I worked with her closely, and like we would sit next to each other, and we would just talk.
Heartbroken?
No, not at all.
Well,
like, she was more like, it was more like it felt like more like a business decision. Like, that's how she took it. Like, yeah, it was bad, right? But it was just like, all right, like, it happened, and now she's like in the mid 30s,
yeah,
like where we're at now. And it was just like, where do I go from here? Like, she didn't have time to dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, all right, it happened, shit show, like, ready to get something going, like, moving forward. So if we did, I'll ask her.
We gotta figure this out. We gotta figure this out. Damn. But that's it. Business decision. It wasn't like, oh my god, it was. I really wish it worked out the other way, kind of thing. It was just more of a. Huh.
Are you hurt? Are you buttered about that?
I'm just, I thought I was more valuable.
I don't undervalue yourself. I think it was more like where she was at in her life. Like, she couldn't dwell on it.
No, totally, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like, because she had like the house situation going on, like job situation going on. Like, he was just like, all right, like that part of my life like needs to be done with. Like I can't spend time dwelling on it, and I gotta go because I got stuff to do.
This will be interesting.
Whereas like us in our 20s, it's like, all right, let's take a step back.
Who's
and,
next? Yeah.
what are we doing?
Who's the next to focus on? Huh.
Exactly.
Well, that was a great way to end the show, bro.
Crazy, right?
And maybe we can. The next week could be a much more interesting version of what we just talked about if we can hear something. But I don't think next week is the right time. I think we kind of take a step back, kind of reevaluate, our next steps, and then figure out what the next topic is going to be next week.
You know what? I wanted to bring this up to you guys, everyone in the chat or everyone watching later on. We have decided to add to this show. We're going to try to do it. I don't know when. We still haven't talked about like details, but doing something new. It's going to be a video, not a live stream. Should we do live? No.
Oh, well, if we could, we'll make it happen. But video, we could definitely do video where we can.
Yeah, I think video where we can edit it. Like, what if we have a shit on our face?
A ton of shit, bro.
Yeah. All right. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys next week.
We love you, chat. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate you all. We'll see you guys soon.